Hello everyone, and welcome to my Mime Jr. Polymer Clay Charm tutorial. I'm starting by taking a large ball of very light pink clay and rolling it into a ball shape for the head. Then, for the body, we're making a rounded cone shape. For the base of the body, we're going to take a ball of blue clay and cut off one end so that it fits to the pink cone that we have. And as you can see, I cut off a piece that's a little too big and I'm just trimming it down. And then we're putting it on the bottom of the rounded cone. Next, we're going to take some more light pink clay and roll it out into a snake so that we can make the little balls around his body. So we're going to cut a bunch of tiny pieces, roll them out into little balls, and then place them on the body. Once we've placed all the little balls around his body, we're just going to blend them in with whatever tool you feel like using. Now that we have the basic shape of the body done, we're going to work on the arms. So what I'm doing is rolling up the leftover pink clay into a ball, rolling that out into a snake, and then cutting that in half. And then with each half, I'm rolling one end a little bit thinner for his arm part, and then the opposite end is getting rounded off for his hand. After we're done making the arms, we're going to start working on the legs. And for that, we're going to take a small football of blue clay and cut it in half. And then we're going to attach it to the bottom of the body. And blend with a needle tool. And now we're done with the body. And next we're going to make his nose and his tummy ball. So we're going to make 2 balls of red clay, one slightly larger than the other. Before I attach the nose, I just want to do the eyes first. So we're going to roll out a snake of black clay and cut off and make 2 little balls. Using my dotting tool, I'm just making 2 indents for the eyes and 1 for the nose. And the next part will look a little bit horrifying. We're going to put in the flattened black balls on the eye sockets. And then indent smaller holes on those for the white part. And then attach the nose. For the whites of the eyes, we're doing the same thing as we did with the black, but with white and making even tinier balls. And once they're rolled up, we're just going to put them into the little indents we made. And now for the mouth, I'm taking my dotting tool again and indenting a little area that will be the shape for his mouth. The next part got cut out a little bit, but all I did was take a circle of black clay and cut it in half, and then I stuck it in the indent. Now we're going to get started on the hair. I'm going to start by taking 2 balls of blue clay and setting those aside for the sideburns, and then flattening out a ball of blue clay into a sort of puck, and then pinching down all the edges except for one part that will be left for the front of the head. And I'm just putting it on the head like so. Now for the top of his hair, I'm taking a small ball of blue clay and rolling it into a long cone shape. And then I'm folding it into a sort of like poopy ice creamy swirl, cutting off the bottom so it can lie flush on his head. Once we're done placing the top of his hair on his head, I'm just blending it down with a needle tool. Moving on to his sideburns, we're going to take each of the little blue balls that we set aside earlier, shape them into teardrop shapes, and then blend them onto the side of his hair. Like so. Once we're done blending on the sideburns, we're going to attach the arms to the body. After the arms are nice and well attached to the body, we can just cut off the top of the body so there's a flat surface for the head to be blended on. And of course, we're going to go back and blend it in with our needle tool. Now it's time to attach the little red ball on his tummy. But before we do that, I'm going to make an indent with my dotting tool and then place the red ball on. Time for the final step, and that's adding the little white pom-pom on his hat. I'm just going to take a little bit of white clay, roll it into a ball, make a small indent with my dotting tool, and then place it on the end of his hat. And here's the finished piece. I hope you guys had fun crafting along with me, and stay tuned for my next video.